going to do this. So this example is going to be a very interesting one. I think this is going to be one of the newest sounds that we've actually developed for the SD90. Now, pretty much what I'm doing here is I'm being able to use this sound in conjunction with the style, right? So we're going to pick a nice EDM. One of the features we heard, or one of the things that is lacking based on our customer base, is the modern sounds of the KETRON equipment. And I believe we have actually been able to improve on that largely. So let's listen to this example and see exactly what's going on over here. And we're going to use, again, modulation back and forth between the voices, voice 1 and voice 2. And we're going to also tap into our filter to bring in the different effects that we're going to be discussing with this voice. So let's hit it. Yes, yes, yes. I can see the questions coming up. Alvin. How are we doing that? Again, I think you might have missed the first part of the show, but I'll go back to that towards the end of the show. So pretty much, I'm using one of the new AjamSonic samples, okay, and which is synced up with the style, okay, for the most part. So that particular beat is a standard factory style EDM1, but then I'm spicing it up with these new sounds, and again I'm using the modulation to go back and forth between the different voices that I've actually set up in the keyboard. In addition to that, I'm also using the filter functions to actually filter through the different aspects of the lead, the right voice, and then again using velocity, how hard or how soft I play on the keyboard. If I hit it hard or soft, for example, I'm able to generate a different characteristics or trigger different characteristics of the particular sound. So that's a very yeah. This one I think especially for our friends who are back in Europe, this is a very this has been something that they've been asking for a very, very long time, the capability of being able to have some sort of an arpeggio effect or modern sounds, modern voices within the KETRON SD9. Now, talking about modern voices, let's see how we can merge the old and the new in this next demonstration or illustration, right? We're going to take, the accordion is an Italian instrument, thank God for Italy, and it's been around for ages, right? But it's a very standard instrument. Now, there are certain songs that you can play with the accordion, but what if you could use an accordion voice, right? And you can add a spice of some modern aspects, some modernization to the accordion. Let's check out this next example, and I'm going to illustrate what I'm talking about, and then I'll come back and explain again what I'm doing and how I'm doing this, okay? So here we go. So that was a very, very interesting one indeed. What exactly were we doing there? See, Bridget is asking that particular question. She never heard an accordion sound like that before. Neither did I until now. I'm just putting stuff together for the most part. So yes, you have the accordion voice, right? So I have my basic accordion, so my basic voice I'm using over there. But I also have the Tinkerbell, right? If you think about, is it Peter Pan? I believe it was Peter Pan, yeah, not Pinocchio. No, Peter Pan. Tinkerbell, right? So I have a Tinkerbell sound that I'm using there. Let me switch over to my screen real quick so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so all right, so I have both of those voices. I have the accordion and I have the little tinker. All right, and then all I'm doing is pretty much playing that together with with this style which you have in your keyboard, the Hungarian style, right? Which sounds something like this. Okay, and of course, then okay, so I have the accordion. So what I'm doing is I have the rhythm. Let me get back into my main camera here. So I have the style that I'm performing, okay? And I'm using the accordion voice, but I'm spicing that voice up with an additional modern sound. Again, you're trying to figure out how to be creative. And that's the one thing that technology, I believe, has either enhanced or harmed us, especially when you talk about musicians. If you are technologically behind, then all the tools today require some amount of technology to work with, okay? But that also, in my opinion, takes away from creativity. So in this aspect on the KETRON SD9, everything is hands-on. You don't have to go to a computer and pull this and drag this. No, you're working with an instrument and you can be a musician again. You can play from your heart without having to create loops and just copy and paste, copy and paste. In my opinion, that's not a bad thing depending on the kind of music you're doing. But when you want to talk about producing music from the heart, you want to actually play the instrument. You want to play and feel. You want to focus. You can only do but so much at a given time, right? You want to focus on the music and your inspiration, not on copying and pasting and looping, which is really what most of the software available today with the computer promotes for the most part. Good thing to have a studio, a digital studio, but you don't want to take away from that creativity. And when you have a hands-on instrument, most musicians will still go back to the old school days of having the instrument in their hand versus a virtual box somewhere, right? And that's what we're discussing here for the most part today, having hands-on. All my tools, or I just need this one nice tool to be able to create music again, right? So let me work on another example real quick and talk about something again, motion, moving the sound back and forth, being able to trigger and create sounds in real time as you're performing on your KETRON keyboard. Okay, so as we prepare to sign off for today, we're trying to keep the show under an hour, but always we have all these questions and all these requests to go above and beyond for our customers, for all of you out there. So we're going to leave you with this one. I believe if you're at work right now, you might want to take off your dancing shoes before you start misbehaving yourself, right? So this is going to be a very interesting one because, again, it's a blend of music from different cultures, right? So we're going to get some Afro aspect to it. We're going to also have some Caribbean flavor, and we're also going to have some Western American sound and texture into this tune, right? So there we go. So again, I'm going to say goodbye for today. And again, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to get more and more of such videos. And for those of you who already have KETRON equipment, you would like to go to the Google.com and search for AjamSonic and leave a review out there. Once you do that, we shall send you some free stuff, some of that content which we've demonstrated here today as well. And we shall also be able to guide you, hold your hand, and walk you through how to get the best out of your musical instrument for free, right? So in this day and age, especially with COVID, I believe that most companies should reach out to their customers in the best way that they can and offer them services and help them. I think we all deserve to help and walk each other hand in hand, okay, as we go through these trying times and trying moments indeed. So I shall be leaving you off with this number here. That's right. Here we go.